Okay, so this time I'm going to go through some variations on caps, because from what I've seen, when you learn caps, people tell you like one way to learn caps and then forget about all the hundreds and hundreds of forms that there possibly are there. I'm going to go through just a couple of them, probably 4 or 5. One of them is the basic. You start here. G has a couple of tutorials on this. You start here. This is butterfly, so they're both in opposites, one high, one low, and then your hands move in butterfly as well. Top to bottom, and extending. Now, with this, you can do a snake to turn. There are 2 ways to turn with that. You can do that, which is the extension, or you can do that, which is the snake. It incorporates starting here, flipping one behind your back and going to here. And then as you're coming down here with the extension, flipping that behind your back and going to there, and continuing the motion with both of them. That's one form of cap. The next form is in same time, same direction. Most people don't really use this in performance, although I think they should. It's where you start here, you throw it forward, go up, and extend down again. Fairly easy if you know a bit about caps. Caps are, like everyone says, that sort of capped anti-spin pattern, where you have an anti-spin plus an extension. People also tend to get wrapped up in the one anti-spin point, one extension. But that's not always the case. A cap can also be here, then here, right? Then back here, and then all the way back around. That's still a cap, you know? The next form would be the same time, same direction, but instead of here, you have it on a wheel plane starting here, right? And it's a really bouncy sort of technique, this one, where you extend one and then anti-spin the other. So you've got this here, and at the time you're doing this, while this one is coming to that anti-spin right there, this one is actually dropping back in the extension. Right? You could also do that on a wall plane, and this one's a little awkward for me still. The poi like to hit each other here, but you basically start here and same time, throw them under each other. So this arm here goes to the back, like that. Right? Start here. So yeah, that one's hard. It took me a good while to do it. But alternately like that and like this version, same time, same direction, say I'm here and here, you can also bounce them along that plane, right? I haven't figured out turning with this yet, because it's this fairly bouncy, awkward technique. But then, caps can also be done at any point. So, say I'm here, right? And this is the first time I've tried this, so this is going to be awkward. You start here, you throw it up. You throw it up in the center, bring it down, right? Once your arms are crossed, you throw it back. Alternately, if you are, what is it? The basic form of caps that I do are butterfly, wheel plane, right? You can start here, go up and around. So, there are a lot of options with caps, and what you have to take into account that any flower that is anti-spin has the ability to be a cap. One that a lot of people get lost on is the sort of wall plane flower extension hybrid, where you've got an anti-spin flower here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an extension going the opposite direction, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is still a cap technically, although it produces the full flower as well as the full extension. I would like to be able to eventually do that as an actual hybrid, where this one is flower into extension, flower into extension, and this one is going that same direction but extension into flower. But that's hard, far away from me right now. So yeah, anyway, caps are really fun to incorporate. I probably don't incorporate enough of them when I'm actually doing videos, but they are really fun. Another one that you can do, and this is sort of brain food, is the plane breaking cap, where starting here, you go into the snake pattern that I was talking about before, right? So you throw them behind you and stall, just like that. And once you get to this point, instead of turning to here and throwing it back into a cap, right? And I'll do this from the front so you see what's happening. Doing the caps here, stall, right? Cap, stall, cap, stall, and then from there you throw them into this point, which is behind you. And then you could also stall and back into a cap there. So yeah, brain food. Just think about it. Do as many caps as you can, as many variations. There's a lot of them, much more than I've said here. See you guys soon.